So let's go ahead and start. We're going to begin seated like we usually do. So just find that nice, comfortable, steady seat. And let your spine align, let your shoulders relax, let your jaw relax. Close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in. And a big sigh through the mouth. Begin to feel into your body. So particularly in this early morning class, it's kind of nice to check in to see, like, what are we starting our day with? What's going on in our body this morning? Truly, it's a little different every single day. So we make sure to observe without judgment. And then we start breathing a nice, deep, slow Ujjayi breath, bringing our focus to our breath. As we get established in our breath, we have the opportunity to just check in with any mental patterns, any thought patterns, any emotions that our thoughts are creating, and what our energy feels like this morning. So as we're checking in with all of that, we can use that information to set our intention for practice, which I want you to be very clear on today. And if you remember, on Monday, I asked you to do some yoga homework. I asked you to come up with your intention, your Sankalpa, your sacred vow, perhaps for the coming year, that we would be creating energy towards that. So I want you to set your intention for this next hour of practice. And then I would like for you to bring back to mind also your intention for 2022, your intention or intentions, if there's more than one, for the coming year. And I want you to just kind of hold that in your heart for a moment. And as you hold both your intention for practice today and your intention for the coming year in your heart, bring your palms together right in front of that. Take an extra deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Relax your arms. So we're going to be creating energy towards our intention today. Your intention for class, of course, applies to your movement, your breath, and your presence on the mat for the next hour. I'm going to ask you to hold your intention for the coming year in your mind and in your heart throughout the entire practice. So when we move, we create kinetic energy. And if we keep our focus really lasered in on the intention that we've set for the coming year, all of that energy that we're creating through our movement goes in that direction. The best way that I can describe this is it's like the sunlight. When it is everywhere, it's beautiful. But when you focus it through a magnifying glass, it can start a fire, right? So we're doing the same thing with our energy. We're creating this energy, and we always do, but today we're really focusing it towards that intention, and it can be exceptionally powerful. So we'll be doing some sun salutations, a couple of different variations. You obviously can modify however you need to, but doing these sun salutations while keeping that intention front and center will create energy that moves us really pointedly in that direction. So let's go ahead and come to the front of the mat. Come to standing in Tadasana. And like I said, we're going to do a couple of variations of suns this morning, and we'll warm up first, of course. Once we kind of get into the movements, I'm going to really ask you to keep your focus on your main intention, your Sankalpa. So just pause for a moment here, standing at the front of your mat. Again, reminding yourself of what it is that you intend for the coming year. And then let's inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then on your next exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, relax your neck, and hang in ragdoll. Go ahead and bring fingertips down to the mat. We'll look up and lengthen halfway. And then back down. We're going to step back with the right foot. Hold the lunge for a moment. Drop your right knee down, and I'd like you to keep your hands on the ground. I use fingertips. You can go flat palms if you like, on either side of your left foot. And the idea here is to lift the chest with the hands still connected to the earth and sink your hips forward while the heart is lifting. From here, pardon me, we'll step it back to plank. And immediately drop down knees, chest, and today forehead. So it's like a full prostration of humility. Untuck your toes and lift your chest to the amount that's comfortable for you for a cobra pose. And then turn your toes under for downward facing dog. Go ahead and move a little bit here if you need to. And then find some stillness. And so remember, if you really press your hips back and press the heels down, you might be fortunate enough to get a really nice hamstring and calf stretch. By the way, if you haven't heard me say it, or if you needed a reminder, when we do sun salutations, Surya Namaskar, we actually are affecting every single muscle in the body. So you're getting the whole shebang. Let's go ahead and step the right foot forward up between the hands and hold the lunge. And by the way, this first sun salutation version that we're doing right now is in the tradition of Shivananda yoga. So it's a Shivananda Sun Salutation, very traditional. Go ahead and drop the left knee and keep your fingertips on the ground. Lift the chest and allow the hips to move forward. So in this position, particularly if you pay attention to tilting the pelvis back, here you should be feeling front of the left hip. And then we step forward to a standing forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart. As your hands come together in front of your heart, remind yourself of your intention, your Sankalpa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Exhale, drop your right knee down, lift the chest and pull forward. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog.
And so I'm lengthening this a little bit, giving you ample time to warm up and get the blood flowing and the energy flowing. And then step forward with your right foot on an inhale. Drop the left knee down, lift the chest, pull it forward as you exhale. Hands stay connected to the earth. Inhale, step forward to that half forward bend. Your chest is lifted. Exhale all the way forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your heart, reminding yourself of your Sankalpa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, the right leg back. Exhale, drop the right knee down, chest pulls forward. Inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, the right foot forward. Exhale, drop the left knee, lift the chest. Inhale, stepping forward to that half forward bend. Exhaling into your full forward bend. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Reminding yourself of your Sankalpa. Breathe. Now we're going to move into the more traditional Hatha Surya Namaskar, just that different variation of Sun Salutation. And we'll go slow the first time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, your right leg back. Exhale, just sink into the lunge. We're just going to hold this. Remember, you may modify at any point that you need to. You're also welcome to continue with the Shivananda style, Surya Namaskar. In this tradition, there's an extra down dog and there's not the half forward bend. So that's what the difference is. It's basically just a high lunge. So we're going to step our left leg back to downward facing dog on an exhale. And we'll just hold that for a moment. And you can modify, of course, the vinyasa portion of this. So if you need to either lower all the way to the ground or stay with that knees, chest, and forehead, you can. Otherwise, on an inhale, you shift into plank. And as you exhale, you lower down. You come into upward facing dog. You may also do cobra. And then you go back to downward facing dog. Step forward with your right foot. And we'll just hold the lunge for a moment. We'll work with the breath on the next one. Step the left foot forward to a standing forward bend. Inhale, the arms reach up and overhead. And exhale, palms come together in front of the heart as we remember our Sankalpa. Here we go with the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra.
Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together. Remember your Sankalpa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward to a forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart to remember your Sankalpa. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do 6 more rounds of sun salutations. You may choose either version, Shivananda style or traditional hatha, like I've just done. Count out 6 more of these at your own breath rate, reminding yourself every time you come to the front of the mat what your intention for the coming year is. Channel all this energy that you're creating in that one direction. Just to keep it simple, you'll notice this morning, I'm always initiating movement with the right foot. It makes it balanced. If you step back with the right foot, you have a left foot forward lunge. After down dog, if you step forward with the right foot, you have a right foot forward lunge. So if you continue that, just always initiating the movement with the right foot, you'll be even and spot on. If it starts to get confusing, don't worry about it. Just move and keep your intention in your heart the entire time. So here we go. You're moving at your own breath rate. If you finish before the rest of us, you simply stand at the front of the mat with the palms together in front of the heart. And if you need to modify, please do. Standing with palms together, remind yourself of your intention. And then 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar.
Now, as you're finishing out, you're just standing at the front of the mat, palms pressed together in front of the heart, feeling the energy that you've generated through that continuous, beautiful, flowing movement that was linked to your breath. Kinetic energy that you have channeled towards your intention. And then inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, go ahead and fold forward. Hold your forward bend for a moment. Really focusing on tilting the pelvis forward, meaning your hip bones are tipping onto your thighs. Your tailbone is trying to poke up towards the ceiling. And then step back with your right foot, but spin the heel flat and rise up into your warrior two. Just hold your warrior two for a moment. Straighten your left leg and find a triangle pose. Just going to take some time to lengthen out now. Come all the way back up into your warrior two, lefty bends, and let's reverse the warrior. Right hand on the right thigh. Reach that left arm up and over. Get a nice left side stretch. Come all the way back up. I'd like you to straighten your left leg and rotate your left foot in. So now you have your feet parallel. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hinge at your hips. Relax your neck as you fold forward. Reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, or if you have the shoulder mobility, perhaps they're reaching up and over your head. Come all the way back up. Arms out to the side, star pose. Rotate the left foot in and the right foot out and find your warrior two on the right side. Just taking a moment to connect to your strength, the strength of your intention, the strength of your energy. And then straighten your right leg, lengthen the rib cage and the spine, and find your triangle. Come all the way back up, warrior two. Left hand on the left thigh, right arm up and over, reversing your warrior, stretching out the right side of the rib cage. And then come all the way up, straighten your right leg, rotate the right foot in. Again, your feet are parallel in a wide stance. You're gonna hinge at your hips, but bring your hands to the floor. As much as you can, you wanna keep your legs straight here, but obviously modify if necessary. Walk both hands over towards your right foot. Try and align your spine over the right thigh. Get a nice hamstring and inner thigh stretch. And then if you can, hang on to your right foot or right ankle or calf and pull your rib cage back to the left. So what you're trying to do is make a C shape with your spine. It's a side bend, basically. And you should be feeling the stretch on the left side. Release your hands and walk them over to your left foot. And first, we just try and align our spine over that left leg. So it's a nice hamstring and inner thigh stretch. And then if you can, you hang on to your left foot or ankle or calf and you pull your right rib cage back towards the right thigh. So again, you're making a C shape with your spine. Now you're feeling a pretty intense stretch in that right side. Release your hands back to the center. Walk them forward. Keep pulling your tailbone back, but reach the hands forward and sink your chest. It should feel like a wide-legged down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And then walk your hands back onto the mat. Bring the heels in just a little bit. Bend your knees and come up with your hands on your thighs so that we can do a little bit of a traction here. So knees are following toes. That means your feet are rotated out a little bit. Hands are on the insides of the thighs. We twist and look over that right shoulder, pressing against the inside of the left thigh to get a little bit of traction in here. And then rotate the other way, press against the inside of the right thigh. Look over that left shoulder. Come all the way back up to standing. Toe heel your feet in, feet together, palms together in front of the heart. Our balance today is just a traditional tree pose, Vrikshasana. I'd like for you to stand on your left foot first. So your right foot, if you need to, toes can be on the floor with the right heel at your left ankle. You can bring the foot to the calf, or you can bring it all the way up onto the thigh, but you want the right knee to press out, palms are together. And then keeping the thumb and the little finger touching, open the other fingers out, blossoming Lotus Mudra. You are setting your intention free. letting it go into the universe where it can manifest. Release your right foot down, release your arms down, roll your shoulders back. And then stand on the right foot. Decide where you want your left foot. If you need the extra balance, leave left toes on the ground, otherwise calf or thigh. Palms are together in front of the heart. We're reminding ourselves of our intention. And then we're coming into blossoming Lotus Mudra and allowing that intention to go free. And release, left foot back down, release your arms, roll your shoulders back. So we set our intentions free. Once we really fully embodied them and moved all of our energy in that direction, we let them go. They're just like seeds, right? We want to plant seeds. If you have seeds that you want to plant, you can't hang on to them. You have to literally scatter them and let them go so that they can grow. It's the same with our intentions. Once we're very clear about what we want to plant, we have to let it go so that it can grow. Feet together, palms together at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale and look up halfway. And exhale back down. I want you to step back onto your hands and knees. And just do some very traditional cat-cow stretches. Every time you breathe in, your back arches. Every time you breathe out, your back rounds. And then just pause in a neutral position. Extend your right leg straight behind you. Flex the foot and raise your right leg up. And then extend your left arm out. Left hand and right knee back down. Left leg extends, foot flexes. We raise the left leg. We extend the right arm. Right hand and left knee back down. Take a child's pose, forehead to the mat. If you can, your hands are back by your feet, palms up. Breathe into your low back. Scoot forward into a nice spine lengthening Sphinx pose, heart pulling forward. And then press your hips up and back. Final downward facing dog of today's practice. You can walk your feet forward and have a seat in Dandasana, staff pose. On the sit bones, legs extended, legs active, spine straight, head balanced, pause. So we've kept our intention front and center throughout practice so far. And then we've begun the process of releasing it and setting it free.
So let's start to check back in. How's the body? Reconnect to your Ujjayi breathing. Observe without judgment thought patterns, emotions, and energy. And then we're going to keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee and allow it to come to the inside of the left thigh, and simply lean out over your left leg. Come on up from that. Pick the right knee up so that right foot is still inside the left thigh, but your right knee is pointing at the ceiling. We're just going to come to a deep twist. So your right hand is going to come behind you. You can either just hug your right knee, or if you feel like you have the ability to bring that left arm outside of it, you can do that. Lift your chest, straight spine as you twist and rotate, looking over right shoulder. Rotate back around, extend your right leg out. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Lean out over your right leg. And then come on up from that and just pick your left knee up so the left foot's still inside the right thigh, but your left knee is pointing at the ceiling. And we transition into a nice deep twist. Left hand is behind us. We're either hugging the left knee or bringing the right arm outside of left knee or thigh as we twist and look over left shoulder. Rotate back around, unwind, left leg extends with both legs extended. Simply lean out over both. You can either round and curl down if that feels good to you, or you can lengthen forward. Trust your body. It knows what it wants and needs. We're going to come up from that. Bend the knees with the feet flat. We're going to take our time rolling down onto our back. So if you can, arms are extended, and just go really, really slowly, slowly, slowly. Just a tiny bit of core, a little bit of control as we lower ourselves down, and then hug the knees in and rock side to side. Coming into a really gentle twist, drop both knees to the right, allow your left arm to open out to the left. Head should turn to the left. Take a few breaths here, softening. On your next inhale, you're going to bring both knees back up. And as you exhale, drop them over to the left, right arm opening out to the right, head turning to the right if that feels okay. And again, relax, soften. On your next inhale, bring the legs back up, hug them in, side to side rock. And then we're going to put our feet down into position for bridge pose, which is precisely what we're going to be doing. So big toes are touching, heels are separated. Hands or palms down. You're welcome to do the interlacing of the fingers once you've lifted, but let's go ahead and lift the hips. I want you to really focus also on lifting your heart. So this final pose before we wind down to Shavasana, you'll notice it's a heart opening pose, and that's what we want to do. We're releasing our Sankalpa, our intention, out into the universe. We are opening our hearts and opening ourselves to receive whatever is given. On your next exhale, lower down, hug your knees in, rock side to side. Grab the outside edges of the feet and move around in happy baby. Explore, just feel your body. Particularly be mindful of feeling the energy that you've created and what the focus of it was. Just notice really focused energy feels different from really scattered energy. And then we're going to bring the feet to the mat. Allow the knees to drop open with the soles of the feet together. Take a deep breath in, flatten the low back by pressing the back into the floor. So you're tilting your pelvis back, lengthening the muscles that run along either side of the spine. You're just breathing. And then the next time you breathe out, you relax and you let that natural curve return to your spine. So your back will be arched again. It's supposed to. One more time, let's inhale and flatten the back. And then the next time you breathe out, release. Begin to extend your legs and find your Shavasana today. So Shavasana is truly the most important pose of our practice. Please make sure your palms are facing up today to signal to the universe that you are open to receive. Open palms, open heart. When we are in the present moment, all possibilities exist. This is the beauty of using our yoga practice and our breath to stay present, is when we're present, all possibilities exist. That's so exciting. Anything at all is possible when we're in the present moment, because nothing's happened yet. Potential is unlimited. Everything is possible. Just pause for a moment, really feeling the beauty of that. Letting that reaffirm that whatever your intention was, your Sankalpa, is possible. And then I'd like you to just tune into your breathing. I don't want you to alter it or change it or lengthen it. You can let go of that ujjayi breath, but just notice your breathing right now. Every time you breathe in, I would like you to think the syllable so. And every time you breathe out, I would like you to think the syllable ha. So as you're breathing, you're inhaling so, and you're exhaling ha. Each complete breath, so ha. And I'd like you to stay with that. Your mind is going to try to wander. Of course it is, that's its job. But I'd like you to just keep returning to your breath whenever you need to, returning to these two syllables, so ha. Inhaling so, and exhaling ha. Staying with it, even when your mind wants to pull you somewhere else. Let go of those two syllables, so ha. And try not to let anything else take their place. For just a few breaths, you're simply aware of your inhale. You're aware of your exhale. And that's enough. The breath is keeping you anchored to the present moment. And in the present moment, all possibilities exist. Begin to slowly deepen your breath. Begin to move fingers and toes little by little. As you're ready, take that deeper breath in and spread your fingers and toes. Exhale through your mouth as you relax them. Deeper breath in, stretch, stretch, stretch. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. You can hug them in if you like. Roll to your right side. And press yourself up into sitting. So as you come to your seated position, just find that nice straight spine with your shoulders relaxed. Just kind of take a moment and take stock here. How are you feeling? So that mantra, Soha, also sometimes expressed as Swaha or Svaha, basically carries the energy of, I have asked, and now I'm willing to accept what is given. You've sent your intention out to the universe, and now you're willing to receive what's given back. You've created energy towards your Sankalpa. You can continue to hold that Sankalpa in the heart and continue to create energy towards it, but you've also released it and set it free. Right? Because we all know that we're not really in control. So you've set it free. You've scattered the seeds. And now you're willing to accept whatever grows, whatever is given. For our breath work today, we're going to do a true alternate nostril breath. This is a very calming and inner focused breath. It helps us with pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the senses. They say that when the nadis, the energy channels, are balanced, you cannot help but turn inward. So hopefully that will be the case, because once we've done a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath, I'm going to ask you to sit in quiet meditation for just a couple of minutes today. It's a reminder that this is, in fact, the purpose of this practice. So your left hand will simply rest, palm up or palm down. I suggest palm up, but go with your gut instinct, on your left near thigh. You're welcome to do a mudra if you feel called to do that. Your right hand, you can either have your first two fingers touching the center of your forehead, or you can have them tucked underneath the pad of the thumb. We'll be using the right thumb to block the right nostril, ring and pinky finger to block the left. And I'll guide us through 3 rounds of alternate nostril breath. We'll be sticking with a 6-second length. So 6-second inhale, 6-second exhale. If you need to adjust that, please do. Let's breathe in through both nostrils and breathe out through both. Inhale through the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Third round, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Allow your right hand to rest down. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Eyes are closed. Focus is turned inward. Breathing is normal. You're simply present in your skin. Staying present, staying with it. Right here, right now, in this present moment, all possibilities exist. Slowly, slowly bring your palms together in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra. We come back to the intention that we set at the beginning of class for our practice. We set that free because it served its purpose. We come back to the intention, our Sankalpa, our sacred vow that we've set for the coming year. We remember it. And we also set it free. We turn it loose into the universe. And Soha, we have asked and we are willing to accept whatever is given, knowing that right now, right here, all possibilities exist. Take a moment in gratitude for all of the lessons of the last year. Take a moment in gratitude that you are right here, right now, where all possibilities exist, so that the coming year can be what you need it to be. Take a moment in gratitude that you are alive right now, right here, at this very time in history. It is a blessing. Every breath is a blessing. Take one more huge breath in through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Palms to the forehead, reminding us to be present. Palms to the lips, reminding us to speak our truth. Palms to the heart, reminding us to keep our hearts open, to always practice kindness, compassion, and love for ourselves, for each other, for this beautiful planet that we live on, for all life. Thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for doing yoga with me this year. Happy New Year. I can't wait to see you in 2022. Namaste.